Hi, hi. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's day? How's everybody's day? Hi, Renee. Hi, Annette. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Roman. Hi, Michelle. Hi, guys. Hi. Hello, friends. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, friends. How are we doing? How are we doing? How's our weekend? I hope it's starting out well for y'all. Okay. Where's my lippy? I'm dry. I'm a little dry. It's hot. It is hot here. Um, it's a little nicer today. It's not like as hot as it has been this week, but my chapstick, I have been running through it. I've been running through it. I'm doing well, Renee. Thank you so much. Got out of the house for dinner. Lovely. What did you have? How was it on a scale of 1 to 10? Jonathan, you finished your sweater? Congratulations! Are you on yarn over hook? We would love to see. Hi! Confetti, confetti! Yay! Confetti, confetti! Hi, friends! My name is Sammy. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with friends from around the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com or follow the link in the description below. We would love to have you. We would love to see what you're making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Hi, Cassie. Steaks? Ooh, sounds good. I need to, there we go. I cannot see my screen. Okay. Friends, announcements. I can't think of any. I don't think we have any. Do we have any? I don't think so. Next week should be back to our regular schedule, our scheduled regular, what is it? Scheduled programming. So no changes, I don't think. I don't think there are any changes in any of the lives. But next Wednesday, Alexis is gonna be here. It's Stitches. And next Wednesday is going to be our 8th week. We're starting our 8th week. I can't believe that it's already our 8th week. Hold on. Did I mess something up? Did I like miscount? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Wait. No, it is. It really is. It really is. Yeah, we're starting our 8th week. Ooh, I have some Indian food. My fridge is like stocked with Indian food, and it's like homemade Indian food from like a grandma. So it's like legit. I'm so excited to have a plate later. um, Second granny looks like the card. It does look like, they literally look like cards when they're sitting up here. I have to figure out a way to like pin them because I kind of want to like, but I don't want my head blocking them because I got a big old head. So I don't want them, I don't want my head to block. So I think I'm just gonna like slowly bury my my yarn wall in squares that look like cards. So funny. Hi, Kelly. I will give you guys a close-up and chit chat about that card in a second. But okay, so next Wednesday, Stitches and the 8th week. The 8th week of the Summer Stash Bash. So next week will be our last pattern that we like feature. But the Summer Stash Bash doesn't officially end until the 30th. So like the next Wednesday. So like this will begin the 8th week of the Summer Stash Bash, and then like we go through that week, and then the 30th will be the last day of the Summer Stash Bash. Friends, we have made it. We have made it. Brunette Sinclair, patience. Patience. No patience. Thank you for reminding me. Because I did. I asked you guys to remind me. We are going to do it. Do you see it sitting here? It's sitting right here. I didn't put it away. I left it out just for y'all. So thank you for reminding me, Brunette. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do that square. We're gonna chit chat. We're gonna chit chat about this square because we had to like speedily do it on Thursday. So we didn't get to really like talk about it. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. And then we're gonna crochet this sky. I can't decide the colors. I think I decided the colors, but I can't decide the colors. We're gonna have a chit chat about that. And then yeah, so I think that that's it for announcements. Next week is the 8th week of the Summer Stash Bash, and our last week. Next week is Stitches with Alexis. Alexis sent me a video, or tagged us in a video. recorded a video. She did a video today. A couple of you guys have been asking for her YouTube channel. And she's got one. She's going to be like beefing it up. So we are very excited. We have a lot of like different collaborative things and like ideas going on. And so Alexis decided, okay, I'm gonna start like beefing up my channel. So I have to send you guys a video that she made so that you guys can send her some love. She did, look at this. Look at this kitty patootie. Are you kidding me? Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, a little bit. Look, okay, so let me send y'all. So Alexis was making baskets for a local shelter and noticed that they only had a knit pattern. So you know what Alexis did? Alexis was like, I'll go ahead and just write my own pattern and I'm gonna make a video tutorial and I'm gonna put it on my site and then I'll send it to y'all so that you guys can send out crochet pattern, because why do you only have a knit one? Like, okay, Alexis, a queen. So let me share this with y'all so you can give her video some love. Where are we? Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So give her video some love, give some likes, subscribe, all of the things. Because we're excited. She is making videos and we are bouncing ideas off of each other for like a collaborative thing. She and I are working on a curriculum and a sort of like just a fun thing to do with yarn over hook. And she even eventually wants to do like natural dyeing stuff, and like hold like just things with yarn over hook for natural dyeing. So we are working on getting that stuff set up and stuff. So let me send you guys this video. I'm just gonna say, yay, Alexis. Yay, Alexis. Because I think that my favorite thing, especially about our super special for crochet friend Alexis, is that when she notices that there's only a knit pattern and wants to crochet it, she's just like, okay, cool, I'll just make it myself. And like did a whole video tutorial and everything. So don't forget to send her some love. Hi, Gladys. Yeah, so we're excited. We have so many ideas. We have so many ideas. And so you won't want to miss the videos that we do for her channel. So make sure you subscribe and like. I think that's it. I think that's it. What's in your cup and what's on your hook, friends? Bam! I got water. Hydro homies in my yarn over hook tumbler. Woo woo! And then we're going to dive into these squares. Hi, Roxana. Okay. So first, this one. This is what we did on Thursday. So it's not the card. Roxana's watching from the beach. Lucky. Mars has Sprite 0. Yum. So here it is. And then here you go. Here's the back. Bam. Clean. No ends in sight. Wear. Awesome. So what number was this? 23? I have to say, when we picked that color or that card, well, not really picked it, but we voted on it twice and still ended up with it, I can tell there was a bit of disappointment in the air. Hi, Vicky. There was a little disappointment in the air, wasn't there? We did not want to do it. We did not want to do that card. But we made it ours. So friends, remember, we're being honest. We're being honest here, right? So this was the card. Jenny liked it. So this was the card, right? Hi, MMC. And not a fan of the colors, right? We're not a fan of the colors. So I love how we made this. This looks like a party. This looks like really, really fun. I gave this deck, and I still give this deck a 5 out of 5. This opinion, I don't feel like has anything to do with the quality of the deck and what the deck could bring and is bringing to the crochet community. But I'm not feeling the colors. I'm not feeling the colors. I don't know why these colors were chosen. I don't know who's on the color choosing committee. But I will say that these colors ain't it. These colors ain't it for me. Some of them are fun, but a lot of them I'm like, why? So, excuse me. So even with like the card for today that we're gonna do, it's giving like baby blanket, which just seems so random. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be like a theme in the colors. They just kind of they just kind of feel like they're all over the place. Like for some reason this is giving church, which is not a bad thing. It's just like it's giving like church for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, oh, I think of church immediately when I see this. I don't know. And then it's like some of them, like this looks like a flag to me. I don't know. Just some of these colors are kind of meh. So when we do these squares, I am loving us working together to figure out colors. So for the colors for the daisy, I'm not really feeling the outside color. Like I said, it's giving baby blanket. Like this is like giving baby blanket. So we're going to go over the colors for that. But I love the colors that we picked. I feel like it just like brightened up that square. It like made it more fun. We did a good job. Okay. So high five. High fives all around. Confetti, confetti, confetti. High fives all around. Renee, I love it, but your color choices are the best. Thank you. I mean, you guys helped me. That is a great thing though. You can choose what you like. Exactly. Exactly, Jenny. Because I know that some folks, when they were asking about the deck and getting the deck, they were like, do I have to get these colors? Like, should I just do these colors? And I know that like with this deck, choosing the colors that are kind of close to the card as opposed to exactly the card, I think will be the way to go. Really personalize it. Unless you love the color scheme of the cards, then do that. But if you don't, I don't want you to like kind of with the cards, if that makes sense. I guess this is like a long-winded way of saying that don't let the color of the yarn and like what was her name again? Claire's color choices on the cards deter you from getting this deck, because this deck is incredible. I think it's absolutely just invaluable to the community, to the crochet community. But play with colors. Definitely play with colors. Trish, I just want to say thanks for the live. All I need it today. Oh, Trish, thank you for being here. Vicky, high five. I say we swap it for a blue. Swap which one for a blue? The outside color? Because yeah, I'm gonna need some more pins. So I want to see what everybody brought. Oh, here we go. So Renee, you have a sparkling water and you're working on a basket for your rogue yarn balls. Love it. Kelly, Vicky, that is beautiful. Thank you very much, Vicky. Were you here? You gotta watch the last live. It was so fun and chaotic. This square, I will forever remember that live. English toffee cappuccino and working on a mini Mama's Market bag. I love that, Kelly. Mars, it looks perfect. It looks like you're holding up the card. LOL. Thank you. Brunette, orange juice, experimenting. May frog, may no, I don't know. Oh, Brunette, what are you experimenting with? Gladys, cup of water. Oh, cup, water, hook. Just finished a fidget keychain. I would love to see, Gladys. Vicky, just getting back from a short vacay. Where did you go? Cassie, water, and still trying to find a one skein pattern for the shrug for that yarn. The fuzzy one. Trish, in my cup is coffee, and on my hook is a solid granny square. I've officially made 57 out of 420. Go, Trish, go, go, Trish, go. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's what like I think is amazing about this deck. Keep in mind that you can customize it. You can customize it. So don't let the colors deter you. Sparkling water in my cup, blanket on my hook. Vivian, yay! Hi, Vivian. Yes, those colors gave the block life. Yes, completely agree. Completely agree with everybody. Yeah, I love it. I just love how this came out. So, you love teal. Okay. Roxana, bye. Thank you so much for coming in. Okay, so I have white for the leaves. It's a daisy. So we have the white. I do want to do the yellow for the inside. And then I'm thinking orchid for this pink because we liked the orchid last time, just not with this square. So, because like remember we were trying to decide between purple or orchid for the center. I think I like the idea of orchid for this pink. But what color, guys, do you think for the outside? What are we thinking for the outside? Vicky went to North Carolina. I was away and said I left my star project, but went to Michael's and started another star project. I feel like that's what happens when you don't bring yarn. You end up going to a yarn store and buying. Bruna experimenting on the mini skirt. Very nice. Michelle eating strawberry shortcake and watching for now. Visiting with family. That's so nice, Michelle. I hope you're having a good time. I say we go way different. Okay, like way different how? So here it is again. This is what we're working with. So we're going to do the white and the yellow because we want it to be a daisy. But what are you thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? So you like the blue. I'm trying to like envision it. I'm feeling blue, LOL, for the background. So for which one though? Replacing the pink or the yellow? Wait, so no one likes it as is, the granny square? I don't have this yellow. I don't think I explained it. I like this one as it is, but I don't have this like pale yellow. So there are two yellows in this card. And I feel like we could have gone a little bit more dramatic. I feel like there could have been different colors for the outside, for the framing. And like I said earlier, oh no, you weren't here, Gladys. I'm sorry. You weren't here. It's giving baby blanket. This is giving baby blanket for me. I want it to pop. I want it to be fun. It's just that it's this pastel yellow. I love yellow, and I've never cared for this yellow. Never cared for it. I had a dress that was kind of similar in this color, and I was obsessed with it. But it was like, I loved it on my skin tone. I don't really care for it on this blanket, on this square. Yeah. It's just, like I said, it's just giving baby blanket to me. So we love the teal. I like the pink replaced with a brighter pink. And final round, would a blue work? Replace the pink. Teal, I think green for the leaves, and then blue. Okay, well maybe we can keep the pink. Maybe do the border with burgundy or plum. Okay. Let's look. So, oops. Okay. So we have this teal here. This pink and this teal don't look bad. But I feel like, oh no, we didn't use this pink last time. We used, oh no, we did, no, we used this pink. I think it's different. It is different. So this is a softer pink here. So we could do this pink. You guys can't see my face. So we could do this pink here with this blue. It actually looks kind of fun. But we just used this blue in the last one. Purple instead of pink. Okay, well maybe we can keep the pink and maybe do border with burgundy or plum. So I kind of, do we like that idea? So if we did like, yeah, we'll do this little one. This? Oh, that's pretty. That's gonna look very different from our other squares. That's like warm and cozy. Do we like this one? What about the blue instead of the purple? Okay, let me grab a blue because it seems like we really like the blue. But I think we like this burgundy. Oh wait, the burgundy or the orchid? Or this is orchid, this is plum. Just to tell you guys the names. So we have orchid, plum, white, and then varsity gold. But the teal one under the red next to the green. I don't have red on there. I have orange. Yeah, it is very fallish. It's just like, it's very cozy. We have a lot of yeses. So let me try the blue. Let me grab the blue and we can look at that option. This blue, the cyan, or the teal? We just did teal yesterday. So do you guys mean the cyan? Let me pull this so you guys can see it. So instead of the orchid, wait, let me get it in order. You think orchid and plum is better? I feel like I like the orchid better. That one's not bad though, with the teal. That's not bad. That would be different. We prefer the orchid. Okay, so orchid or cyan. Orchid or cyan. No blue. I think the orchid just like brings it all together. Not, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great. Yeah. Orchid and plum. Okay. Orchid and plum it is. It seems like we like the orchid. The teal isn't bad though. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like if it wasn't so bright, it would actually look really nice contrasting with this orchid. But now I feel like I'm gonna need these two colors next to each other. I think we're gonna have to like remember this like plum cyan combo for something. We'll have to remember it. Okay, great. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna put this back. Okay. And then we're gonna do this again because I actually do really like this hook. I have to like remember the colors. So we have a 5mm. And this is the square. Try the orchid with the other one. Hi, Erin. And the orchid. I think we're liking orchid and plum. Jenny, you like the cyan better? Which other one, Vicky? The teal? I think what we have is really good. Yeah, I think what we have is really good. Orchid and plum it is. But maybe we'll make another one. Maybe we'll do 2 squares. But we have to get started if we want to do 2. I think I spelled it wrong. Try the orchid and the cyan. Is that what you meant, Vicky? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, first. Oh, this one. That's what you meant by under the red, under the orange. I'm gonna look so funny with this, with my Volari. Okay. This one? And Thea, I'm doing 25. So this is the one that kind of lost on on Thursday. Let's see what this looks like. And then we'll get started. I think these are they're too, it's like they don't quite work together. Yeah, I don't think that they quite work together. What is it giving? It's giving, what is it giving? I don't, it's like almost nostalgia. It's like giving like a kid's, it's like giving like kid colors. I think it's because it's almost primary. I think that's what it is. It's because it's almost primary. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna stick with the plum and the orchid. But we're good ideas with the blues. Good ideas with the blues. Okay. Okay, let's get started. Because then if we have time, then we can do another one. We'll just make 2. Yeah, it's too dark. We tried the cyan. I didn't want to do teal because we did teal last time, Anthea. But I tried the cyan and it was like, it's not bad. So we might do the cyan. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's do this thing. Those colors are too strong together. It's like they are fighting for attention. Yeah, the blue and the blue and the orchid. I agree. Or the blue and the plum. I agree. Yay, Gladys. I will check it out. Let me get these first stitches done. And I will check it out. Go, 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 go. No worries, Vicky. Alrighty. Let me check these notes. The first pop in each round will be worked over the first chain. Oh, 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 it's just like last time. It's just like last time. Okay. How did I do the popcorns last time? I did standing double crochets. That's what I did last time. Right? Yeah, I did standing double crochets. So that we wouldn't have that chain in there. And then for there, I'm going to have to do standing double crochet, standing double crochet. Okay. Okay, great. Renee, how's your tapestry going? Your wall looks awesome. If you guys haven't checked Yarn Over Hook yet, Renee replicated the yarn wall. And it looks so good, Renee. Do you love it? I know that you said that your cakes are a little loose, but other than that, do you love it? Andy, I just learned how to do standing single crochet. What a difference it makes. Such a big difference. I'm going to hopefully film a video for standing stitches this coming week and add that to our queue of videos. We have a lot of borders coming up. So we're gonna add that to our queue of videos because we talked so much about standing stitches in the last live. It makes a big difference. It makes a big difference, right, Anthea? I'm so glad that you were trying it out. Bam! This is what we have so far. Cute, cute. Tapestry is half done. Renee, I can't wait to see who else has started their tapestry. Do you have a tutorial for standing double, and single? Trish, you're in my head. I plan on filming it this week. I plan on filming one this week. Okay. Let's see. What was I? Oh, yarn of hook. I want to see Gladys's keychain. Gladys, how fun! Wait, do I have wooden beads? I want to do that. Gladys, that is so fun. I love it. This is so cute, Gladys. I love that you did like a pair, keychain pair. So cute. So cute. I love, love, love that. Alrighty. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna crochet over that. On to white. Yes, it really does. I'm looking forward to the stitch videos. Of course. I love that you tried it out. I love that you tried it out. It makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. I feel like it cleans up the project really nicely. It makes for a nice seamless change. It's just like, I don't know why I never thought to do it before. A standing stitch. I don't know why I never thought to do it before. Like I said, I only just learned it because of the doodad blanket. Okay. So other than like I had not thought to do it before that. And I don't know why I never thought to do that. It just makes so much more sense. It makes so much more sense for a color change. Oh, let's get that through there. There we go. There we go. Okay. So all this popcorn, we're doing more popcorns. That's so funny. So these popcorns are going into the stitch. Okay. And these are 5 popcorns. Okay. Trish, awesome. I have tried it, but they go too fast. So I have to slow down the video. I have dyslexia, so some things are harder for my brain to work out. That is very good to know, Trish. I will be sure to go at a very slow pace because it's like the technique itself isn't like the stitch itself isn't difficult. It's where you're placing your finger. And I feel like some of the standing stitch videos I've seen, they don't specify how to hold the yarn in place. And they just kind of like do it. And there's like, you just do it standing up. and then they just go. So I'll definitely be sure to get some good angles and go really slowly. That's very good to know. Thank you, Trish. And then don't forget to check out this coming week's video, friends, because I will be going into popcorn, baubles, and puffs. So that 1, you guys can see the differences side by side by side. And 2, recognize the different techniques for each of those stitches and why, like what makes them so different from each other. Because I know, like I said, we talked in the last one, folks mix up bauble and popcorn a lot. That one is a very common one, as well as puffs and baubles. And then even like the technique of making a popcorn. I had some people when I first posted the popcorn tutorial, like the short, they messaged me and was like, that's not how you do the stitch. And I was like, oh, no, it is. And then they described a bobble to me. I was like, nope, that's a different stitch. And to me, they weren't very, some of them weren't very kind, but it's okay. It's whatever. It's the internet. But I definitely that is what first prompted me to put that on my list of videos to make. So we're going to be doing that. That should be coming out on this coming Friday. I just have to do some last bits of editing for it. And then yesterday, because today's Saturday, yesterday we released the scallop or shell border. Did anybody catch that one? Who caught that one? What do you guys think of that border? I really like the shell stitch border. I think it's one of the classics that add just a nice, I don't know, I think it's because it feels so girly. Like that's the shell and scallop just feels so girly to me. I think that's why I really like it. It's like it gives like cottage core lace, like handmade, but like in like a good way, not like that like ooh handmade, but in like that like I made this kind of way. I don't know what it is. It just like screams like classic crochet. How did I end up with that? Did I skip one? Oh, I did. These popcorns are thick, so I am like missing stitches. There we go. Renee, I watched it. I loved it. I did it on the very first baby blanket I made. Oh, nice. I know it's like perfect for a baby blanket too, right? I don't know. It's just like such a perfect border stitch. Vivian, yes, I watched the shell border video. I enjoyed it. Have you ever used it, Vivian? Gladys, it does give girly. That's why I love it. Right? It gives like, I don't know, it just gives like girly. I really don't know what it is. Like why that is. I don't know. Because it's not like it's a girly stitch. For some reason, it just gives like, it adds like a nice like touch. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm glad that you understand what I'm saying, Gladys. I think I'm gonna really like this square. I'm gonna really like this square. Good choices, friends. Because I was like, I almost wanted to do, so the daisy was gonna be the daisy. It was gonna be white, white and yellow. But I was almost going to do green, actually, under the daisy. I was gonna do green and what was the other color I was looking at? Oh no, orchid and then green. I was gonna do the outside green. But then I was like, I don't know if I like that. Because a green background wouldn't be bad, but then I wouldn't know what to do the trim color. Yeah, I wouldn't have, I was like struggling on the trim color. So I'm glad that you guys are here with me to help me pick a color. Trish, love the shell stitch. I want to do it on my blanket for mom. Aw. Which blanket are you making for your mom? Is it this one, the one with the I can never remember what the term is. Because it's the cake. I can never remember the name of the cake. Or the dessert. I can never remember the name of it. It like comes and goes. Is this blanket for her, Trish? Battenberg. Or is this the one that's for your mom? Gladys, I could be wrong, but to me it gives like a thicker lace. I don't know. Yeah, it's like lacy, but not quite. It is that, Gladys. Oh, yay, Trish. Did I know that? Did I know you were making it for your mom? I'm glad I know it now. That is so fun, Trish. Yeah, I think that the shell stitch would look really good on that. It'll definitely look like the dessert. It'll look like a dessert for sure. Wow, 420 squares. 420 squares. I kind of want to make one now. Okay. Almost done with the daisy. Whenever I do flower-like granny squares, I'm like such a stickler on how the petals look, like how the flower actually looks. So I feel like it always takes me forever. It's like even like the laptop case and like book cover combo that I did, it took me forever to get the flower right. And then I'd whip through the rest of the square perfectly fine. But like, oh my gosh, Toshi was laying on this. I just got hair all over my chapstick. She was laying on this, clearly. But like, all the way to the red portion, the green was a little slow, but it was mostly to the red portion that I was like, I really took my time because I wanted the flower to look perfectly, like look perfect. And then on top of one, my tight tension. So then every flower was like super, super tight. And two, my perfectionism and making sure that they all looked the same. The flower portions definitely took the longest time. Okay. Hi, is it Desha or Desha? One or two? Trish, it is fun. It's just hard today as I just found out. Oh my gosh, Trish. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, neither. How do you pronounce it? Trish, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you all the good vibes. I'm really, really sorry for that. It's Disha. Disha? Disha? Okay, Disha. Awesome. I am making this square. Okay, so now let's go on to the next color. Well, Trish, I'm glad that you are here, and I really hope that you can find some comfort in the community, because that is really tough. That is really, really tough. Okay, onto this color. Hi, Kavita, how are you? Good, Trish. I'm glad to hear it. Here's what we have so far. We got our daisy. Yee! Does anybody else like crocheting flowers? Like flower squares? Because I really like crocheting flower squares. I really like it. Let's start a poll. Do you enjoy crocheting? Whoops. Flower squares. There we go. Yes. Sometimes. Not really. Whoops. Here we go. Not really. And haven't tried. Haven't. There we go. Haven't tried. Tried. There we go. I'm having a hard time typing today. There we go. Rock the boat, friends. Because I may or may not have ordered the Granny Square Flower deck. So we have a lot of squares to crochet, friends. We have a lot of squares to crochet. Hi, Genesis. Who's Genesis? Hi, Genesis. Lisa, hi. Finishing up a crochet pot holder and drinking iced tea. Yay. Lisa, you are the pot holder queen. Okay. So this is over here. This is over here. Huh? Oh, is this an error? Oh, that's so funny. I think it is. I think that was an error. Because those aren't popcorns. I think that was an error. Okay. That's fine. So we can ignore that. And then we are joining. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Oh, I probably swallowed a Toshi hair. Okay, back to business. So here. I can probably go over both of these, but I want to be able to like, hold on, because I want to just crochet over these, but they aren't in the best position. There we go. Yeah? Yeah, that works. Okay. Lori! You haven't been here. We've missed you. How have you been? And Thea, I just got the deck of flower squares, so I'm looking forward to hopefully getting started on it soon. Yay! I can't wait to see what squares you make. Have you looked at it at all? Like looked through the cards? Hi, Vivian. Drinking tea. Just got in from seeing about my dad. I hope that he's doing well. You peeked a little bit. Hi, Denise. Just finished supper, getting ready to work on Stepson's Afghan. Yay! We are working on the daisy square that we ended up not crocheting on Saturday. Because I promised y'all, and then one of the first things Brunette said at the top of the live was to remind me to do it. We picked colors for it. We might do a second one. So you haven't missed too much. Oh, wait. That's not a double crochet. There we go. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Because these stitches are ginormous. Okay, I guess it works. I don't, These stitches are ginormous. Huh. Oh yeah, I guess so. It's already making the perfect square. So I guess we're doing all right. Oh, good, Lori. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. Your middle name is Klutz. I'm glad that you're okay. Hi, Sophia. I'm glad that you made it too. How are you doing? Jenny, drinking water and just started on my fourth Karen big cake of my blanket. How many are you doing for your blanket? And Thea, I'm trying really hard not to have too many whips on the go. I'm prepping for several markets right now. Was thinking of doing a YouTube video of card deck, but I found your YouTube channel. Oh, nice. Were you just going to do a review or? Yeah, I'm doing this daisy square, Vivian. The one that we like couldn't do on Thursday because we kept voting it out. Lori, I'm currently making something for my something very humorous via a personal request. It's I think the emoji with antlers and a red nose. That is hilarious, Lori. That sounds wonderful. You have to post a picture on Yarn Overhook, please. We would love to see it. Reindeers already? Oh my gosh. I know that there's a lot of Christmas in July things going on. And I've been seeing a lot of Christmas in July crochet things going on. Disha making a swimsuit cover in the color of... Oh, nice! Oh, nice! Of the lesbian pride colors and drinking lemonade. Oh my gosh, are you on Yarn Overhook? I would love to see it. Those colors are amazing. That's like one of my favorite color palettes. And I feel like it's a favorite color palette for a lot of artists. I feel like I see that color palette everywhere. Lori, I did most of it on the 22nd. Most of it on the 22nd pin centro. What is that? What do you mean? Denise, I did order the Granny Square deck. Not sure when it will be here. Yay! You'll have to let us know when it gets there. Trish, I have only done a solid granny squares in the standard granny square and have made a few with a skull. Ooh, for my son's Halloween blanket, but only made 2 squares, and it was hard when I first started. But I'm sure you could totally do it. I'm sure you could totally whip it out now. 2 in the morning, you are earlier today. How are you? Hoping to finish it before October. Trish, you got this. It could be a break between your solid granny squares if you need to take a break from it. And Thea, possibly just part of an unboxing video or short. I would love to see. You should still do it. I would love to see it, Anthea. Hi, Tabitha. I'm working on my first cowl to use up the last yarn I made a sweater with. Yay, how's it going? Lori, it is for Christmas in July thing. Okay. That's so funny. Jenny, I still have a partial cake of the same colorway from when I made a shawl last year. It's somewhere between 1/2 to 2/3 of a cake. And then I'm calling it done. Nice. So nice. 2 in the morning, I'm making a mini skirt in the square for another bucket hat. Very nice. Vivian, I got an order to do Daisy ruffle hat. Cute. So is it like Daisy squares and then the ruffles? Like, how are you planning on doing it? Oops. What is this? What happened here? Trish, I love the purple you're using. This orchid is so pretty, isn't it? It's Big Twist Orchid, and I love this color. It is so pretty. It's not quite purple, and it's not quite pink. I think that's why I love it so much. It's like a perfect in between. Smurf, hello! How are you doing? Lori, 22 pin Centra knitting machine. Oh, nice, nice. So that should whip up really quickly. Disha, these live streams, they're not every day. I live stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesdays at 2:30 Pacific time, and Saturdays usually at 2 Pacific time, but I had to do it later today. Trish, Lori, I have one of them 22 pin knitting machine, only used it once. What did you make, Trish? Vivian. Oh, you never did one before? A daisy square? Is it the retro daisy? What kind of daisy square are you making? I'm trying to decide if I like this one or the retro daisy square better. I kind of like the classic daisy square. But the retro daisy square is really fun. Okay, and then and slip stitch. All right, let me be sure I did this correctly because those treble crochets kind of threw me off. Just a hair. I'm hoping that this straightens out because doing treble crochets, I'm not the biggest fan of treble crochets. Really not. I feel like oftentimes they're too tall, but I think that we have it. And then that outside one is all double crochet, so I think it'll be fine. We'll be sure to even it out. But even hers, I can tell that she really blocked it. Yeah, she really blocked it. But I think we're good. We're looking good, friends. We're looking good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, Tabitha, going well. I live in California. I've never used cows before, but I've always culled even here, and it's super easy. So if I like this, I'll probably make more for myself and gifts. Very nice, Tabitha. I can feel you though, because it does get chilly here. It does get chilly. I'm in LA, so it does get chilly. So I definitely understand you, Tabitha. Here we go. This is where we are. So we got some waves going on. Definitely because of that treble crochet. But I'm hoping that this next round will kind of even that out. Because it's all double crochet, so it should be good. I'm loving these colors, oh my gosh. Annette Labubu, I was playing Yarn Chicken, but I won. Yay! Oh no, it keeps dropping stitches? Oh, that would make me really upset. So you just haven't used it since, Trish? Thank you so much, Disha. Thank you. I'm glad that you stopped in. Lori, I promise to post a pic when I'm finished. Should be very soon. Yay! Okay, oops, I did not check before cutting. But I think we're fine. The only thing I would miss would be that. See, I wouldn't have done that because then it would have made it tighter if we didn't add those. Interesting. Okay, so on to the plum color. I do make wearables. We actually made a hexagon pullover sweater together on here. I was making one for a lot of the lives, almost since the beginning of Crochet and Chat. Trishna still sitting on the top of the wardrobe. Oh no. All right. So we're going to take this. Where does she start it? The starting points for this square is all over the place. Okay. Huh. I wonder why. Okay. We're going to follow the instructions. All right. Let me get this standing stitch right. There we go. There we go. That was right? Okay. That's a lot. Why are there so many? Did I put more? No, I did it right. There's a lot of chains in this square, and I don't I don't know why. I know that like all of the squares are supposed to be able to connect with one another, and I'm wondering if that's why. I'm wondering if that's why there's so many extra stitches in this, so that the squares can go together, which is interesting because there are some very detailed squares in here that I feel like you would have to add a whole lot to compensate. So that's definitely gonna be something that I keep an eye on because I like my squares to be tight. So I don't add a lot of chains in between my granny stitches. Do you guys add chains between your granny stitches and your granny squares? So I don't mean in the corners because you have to add either one or three. You have to put chains in your granny squares. Sometimes I think I put two. Do I put three? Or two? But I never put a chain in between my granny stitches on the sides. I don't like to because I feel like it stretches it out unnecessarily. So I don't typically. And see, she's telling me to put one here too. It has to be for the number. It has to be. Because it doesn't make any sense to put one there. Yeah, it has to be for the size. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, I'm just gonna have to weave in those ends because it's not working. Trying to cover them up. Lori, I get that, Trish. I have to hold the yarn and use the tensioner to make sure it doesn't drop stitches on the knitting machine. That's so interesting. I had no idea that it was susceptible to that. Mars, I'll sometimes add one. So what do you add one, like what circumstances? And then 2 in the morning, me neither. Yeah, I just like, if I'm following a pattern and they tell me to, I automatically think it has to be because I need a certain number of stitches. And that's what I'm thinking that's why. Because you need, like, I must need a certain number of stitches around the border of this square. I like this. Yeah, I think I do. We'll have to vote. I think I like it. I don't know if I like. I feel like I liked the colors. Oh, I wonder if I would have liked this reversed. Hmm. This one's a tough one for colors. No, do I like it? I think I do. Hmm. I'm like, what happens when you make a mistake in knitting? Do you start over? Oh yeah, Alexis talks about that. It's funny, Mars. Have you ever seen those videos on how to repair a dropped stitch in knitting? You use a crochet hook. And sometimes they don't even call them crochet hooks. They call it something else, but it's a crochet hook. Because of course. Tabitha, I don't chain between corners in my granny squares. I just don't like the look every time I've tried personally. So you don't put a chain on your corners? What do you do? How do you turn a corner? There we go. Trish, the one I'm working on is solid. I only need to do 2 in the corner, but if I'm doing a normal granny square, I don't chain on the edges unless I want a larger gap. I will chain one in between each cluster. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, unless I need a gap there on the edge, I don't either. And this one, she's having me do it, and it's so strange. See, I'm not even used to it, so I skipped the chain here. So I'm gonna have to go back. Let me make sure I didn't skip anywhere else. Oh yeah, I do like this. This is really pretty. Okay, let me go back because I didn't do a chain there. Okay. And on my corners, I usually only chain one. Okay. Mars mermaids until I stick to crochet. Lori, it's not awful to fix a drop stitch on a knitting machine, but it can be time consuming. How quickly you notice it. I don't know how to knit, but the machine makes it pretty easy in tube setting. Oh, I didn't know that you could have different settings because I know that people have purchased it to make scarves and bags and stuff. And I was like, how do you do that if it only does a tube? I didn't realize that there were other settings. Gladys, I'm done. So I've been wondering what is the beef between knitters and crocheters. Can someone explain? So I don't know so much about there being so much beef, but oftentimes, especially in fiber spaces, stores, communities, internet talk, like general kind of fiber spaces, crochet tends to be looked down upon and kind of like infantilized, and usually knitting is the forefront and crochet is an afterthought. So that's kind of like what it is. That's kind of like what the beef is. So it's not like so much the communities are fighting each other, so much as crochet is often looked down upon and just an afterthought in a lot of ways. It's really sad because it doesn't make any sense. It literally makes zero sense. But it happens. It happens. Okay, let me be sure that we're all good before I cut off this end. Yay! We are all good. Do we have time? We do, I think. Do we? I think we have time for another square. This one is so loose. See, that's the other reason why I don't put chains between my granny clusters, is because like I don't want my granny squares to feel flimsy, and this feels flimsy. Okay, here we are. This is so pretty. This came out so pretty. Okay, so we're replacing the orchid with a teal so we can see what that one looks like. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. But let's weave in these ends because we're not done apparently until we weave in the ends. So let's weave in the ends. Let's give it a little love for the square. It's so pretty. It's really pretty. Hi, Vanessa. Happy Saturday. I love it. Cassie, I finally found the shrug pattern hat. I like downloading it now. Yay, Cassie. Annette, green and blue. I don't know. Green and blue are so close. Tabitha, sorry, I do chain in the corners, but nowhere else. Oh, okay, got it. Jenny, you can, oh, got it. Taylor! Hi, Taylor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Taylor. How are you? You just got here right when I finished the square. Yay! It's so cute. I'm glad you guys love it. Love the colors. Glad you didn't go with the blue and green. I am so bad at picking colors. No, you're fine. You're fine. This is why, like, I am still working on the color, like choosing colors. Because I get it. It's hard. Picking colors is hard. So you're totally fine. But I think we're gonna try the cyan. Because like I said, it wasn't bad. I don't know, there was something about it that I liked, but also something that I was kind of like meh about. But we're gonna try it and we're gonna see. And I might even ask my husband why it doesn't work, if it doesn't work. Because I think why this one is so pretty is that the contrast is really nice between the orchid and the plum. Do I want to go back? I should probably go back too. Please hold. Still weaving in these ends. But yeah, Gladys, it really is a bummer. It doesn't make any sense. But if it wasn't the case, Yarn Over Hook wouldn't be here. We created Yarn Over Hook because of that. Because like I was tired of being an afterthought. My mom was tired of being an afterthought. Roman was like, great, I'll create a space for y'all and let's see what happens. Like, this is clearly something that is missing. And we want to fill in that gap and create a space for crocheters. And so then Yarn Over Hook was born. So if it wasn't for the beef between knitters and crocheters, Yarn Over Hook wouldn't be here. There's a silver lining. Yeah, did we love this color combo? I'm so glad you guys like it. Trish, thank you so much. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you. Yay, I'm so glad that we like the color combo. Crocheting stitches so memir. Can you make a video of crocheting stitches as samples? I have a ton of stitch videos on Yarn Over Hook. So you should definitely check those out. We have a lot of stitch videos. Done a lot of stitches. I still need to organize those swatches. A pattern for this square, Tisha? This square is from the Granny Square card deck. So it's not my pattern. Cynthia, have you ever used a color wheel to choose colors? So I personally have not, because my husband is my color wheel. He helps me out with picking colors, and will like kind of explain to me like quick like color theory tips and tricks. And so he's going to be helping me make, or like he is helping me make the choosing colors cheat sheet that I am working on for you guys. So yeah, I have a live color wheel. I do. I have a live color wheel. So I will go to the stores and like pick colors that I think go well together. And I've slowly been learning. I've been learning how to better like pick colors, color combinations because of my husband. We love a supportive partner, right? We love a supportive partner. I've been well, Taylor. Thank you so much for asking. How have you been? Aren't you on your trip? Didn't you say you had a trip this weekend? I thought you were out of town. I mean, I'm glad you're here. I don't want that to get misconstrued, but... Oh, you are camping. Are you just taking a little break? Did you bring any crochet with you? I miss camping. Now I really want to go camping. Hi, Miriam. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. How are you doing? Vivian, when you explain that you crocheting, they ask what's the difference. Oh, I had somebody ask me today too. But it was nice because she said, hi, are you knitting or crocheting? That's what she asked because it was obvious. I mean, like, she couldn't tell clearly because she didn't know which one was which. But I liked that she didn't assume that I was knitting. And as soon as I said, oh, I'm crocheting, she was like, oh, that's so fun. It looks so nice. And then carried on. It was so refreshing to not have somebody assume that I was knitting. It was like incredibly refreshing. Like, I feel like I have like a resting blank face sometimes when I'm crocheting in public because I really don't want people to ask because it's usually knitting. They say, oh, what are you knitting? And then I have to explain it's crochet. And then getting those folks that are like, well, what's the difference? And I'm like, all right. And then, or those folks that are like, yeah, like grannies. And I'm like, okay, yeah, yep, I guess. If that's your, it's not a bad thing, but it's just like, so I feel like sometimes when I'm in public crocheting, I get that resting face in hopes that people won't ask. Unless I'm in a space that's like, I feel kind of like safe in talking about it and stuff, then I'm good. Then it's fine. But if I'm just kind of like out and about in public, sometimes I'm like, please don't ask, please don't ask. I really don't want to be like, no, it's not knitting. No, it's a crochet. No, there's a big difference. Do you get what I'm saying? Miriam, I'm doing the ends on my square. I'm weaving in the ends. Hi, Mamir. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Waves at everyone. Hi, Sarah. Taylor, I did bring crochet. What did you bring? I love greens and orangey browns and sometimes a pop of purple. Ooh, I like that combo, Jenny. I really do like that combo. Taylor, I thought I'd be able to finish my blanket. Looks like I might not. What have you been doing? I hope that you're having fun. Tabitha, the funny thing is that I knew how to knit long before I taught myself crochet and always thought crochet was fancy and too intimidating before I tried it, but I still like the ribbing with knitting. I feel that. I definitely feel that. Hi, Ronnie. I got my black crochet hooks with the swills on the end. Nice. Anthea, I try to help people out by explaining that crochet is done with one hook and knitting is done with 2 needles. Lori, I was crocheting a hat on a flight once and the lady next to me said, wow, I didn't know how to crochet, only knit because crochet has so many stitches to learn. So she noticed it. Vicky, can I ask, do you like the pillow while you crochet? Oh, I love this. I love it. I use it all the time. So this is my Volari. It's linked in the description. It is an affiliate link and we do get a commission. But I love this. The pain in my back and shoulders has gone down tremendously since using this blanket. Or this pillow. So I highly recommend it. Oh, we need to do the white trim. We have to do the white trim. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot. So I don't know if we'll have time to do a second one. It might have to be a speedy one if we do. Okay. Let me do the trim. They usually have an aha moment. Yep. We have a video for the magic circle. What is the... I think this is it. Magic circle. That might be it. I can't remember my own like little commands. I think that's the command. Vicky reminds me of the pillow when I had my kids. The boppy. It's a lot better than the boppy. Taylor took the boys to the lake, played with some bubbles. He had a few cousins here, so he's having a great time. Oh, good. There you go, Disha. That is the magic circle. So then you can check out that video. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'll just make sure that this is the same as all of the other stitches around. So I have 3 in the corner, so I'll be sure to do 3 in the corner. And then this is 1. Yeah, so not that one, this one. Wait. Why did that come out like that? Okay, I don't know why that's coming out like that, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Mimir, I have a ton of tutorials on this channel. So the lives is kind of difficult to give a good tutorial. So definitely check out those videos. Hi Monique, how are you doing? Remember, you can also check out these videos. A, B, C. I think that's it, the command. Is it that one? It might be. Yeah, there it is. So that is the Absolute Beginners playlist. So that has a lot of tutorials for all beginning stitches. Taylor, I'm going to be AFK for a bit helping with dinner. No worries, Taylor. No worries at all. I'm so glad that you stopped in. Keela, Sammy, I want to crochet a maxi skirt. Any suggestions? What kind of maxi skirt? There are so many different maxi skirts. There are a lot of tutorials here on YouTube if you just look up crochet maxi skirt. And then I would pick the style that you like, but you're in luck because maxi skirts are really popular right now. Crocheting maxi skirts are very popular right now. So there are a lot of tutorials. A lot of tutorials. I also would suggest like just off the bat using a light yarn so that you have a nice flow and a nice drape and that it's not too heavy. But oh man, there are so many tutorials here on YouTube. Monique, tired, just got off work. Oof. Oof. I'm glad that you stopped in. Are you ready to crochet? Jenny, so does anyone else plan their next project while working on their current? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes I have to like ban myself off of Pinterest because I just want to, anytime I open up Pinterest, I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And I look immediately to my stash to see if I already have the yarn to make it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and make that. So light yarn, like a weight 2. Either a weight 2 or a weight 1. Yay, Monique. Trish, oh, all the time. Oh, awesome, Disha. Yay. Alrighty. This border, I think this is so pretty. Wow, this is really pretty. And it's not in a like it's very different from our other squares. Our other squares are so bright and just like fun and poppy. And this one is so like, it's just so cozy. It's so cozy. But this is quick, so I might still be able to do it actually, the other one. Okay, I just have to weave in this end and then we can move on to the other one. Will I have time? Maybe. We'll have to see. Okay, let me weave in. If I didn't have to weave in my ends, we might have time. I'm just kidding. Is Annette here? Shh, don't anybody tell her I said that. Okay. Let's go this way. Alrighty. You can't click the link, Mimir? The link should be working. Jenny, I'm currently, what is that? Wanting to finish a current project before starting another. I've got 3 that I'm somewhat actively working on. 3 isn't a bad number. That's not bad. Trish, I see things in the background of the live and like, oh, where did you get that pattern? Then I get the pattern and I add the yarn to the bag. That is so funny, Trish. Okay, friends. Are we ready for the reveal? Can we get a drum roll, please? AKA confetti, confetti. Smash those emotes, friends. Are we ready for the reveal? Can you guys see it? Okay, good. Let me be sure you guys can't see it. This is really pretty. This came out so pretty. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, so I have to, oh no, you can see it. I'm so bad at this. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so this was the card. This was the card. And here's the square. Yay! Oh my gosh, it came out so pretty. It came out so pretty. Yay! This is now the third square. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna leave that here. Yellow. All right, so we're gonna, what time is it? Okay, so let's try and make the other one. So we're gonna do cyan instead of orchid. Where does this one go? Oh, that's all the way over there, so we're not getting up. But we're gonna try cyan instead of the orchid. Cause like I feel like wait, what about purple instead of plum? Do we think purple instead of plum? Hold on. So now we're going to go ahead and get up. Yay, I'm so glad you guys love it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subscription, Disha. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay. So would this work? I don't know. Do we like that? Or do we want to try it with the plum? I feel like I want this blue, but I don't know what I want on the outside. Does this work? I don't like this. I don't think I like the yellow. We like the orchid? Or not orchid, I'm sorry, plum. So we were gonna do this. Should we just stick with this? Is the green gonna be too close? I feel like the green's gonna be too close to the blue. Because this is what we were gonna try. I feel like the yellow has to stay. It's the daisy. The teal? The dark blue I don't think is gonna look good. So do you mean the teal? The dark blue and the plum just like don't mesh well. Oh, you're fine, Disha. Mars, do you mean the teal? Because I was trying to avoid the teal just because we used it yesterday. Oops. Oh, oh, everything is falling. Ugh, get that back there. Okay, so we were trying to avoid, I was trying to avoid the teal because we used it yesterday, but we can try teal. So this teal. Hi, Simone. This one with the white. Oh, the teal isn't bad. The teal isn't bad with the orchid. I mean, with the plum. I keep calling it orchid. Oh, oh, I think I like this better. Oh, yeah. I think I like this better than the cyan. See, and I was saying no earlier. I shouldn't have been saying no. Look at that. Okay, so let's put the cyan back. Is that where it was? I don't know. I'll fix it later. Okay. All right, so these are what we're doing. So we're gonna have to do this quickly. This was our square. First is yellow, and then white, and then teal and orchid on the outside again. Orchid on the outside. Or orchid on the inside. Not orchid, plum. So plum on the outside or on the inside? So this is with plum on the inside and then plum on the outside. I kind of like the inside. I kind of like the inside. That white is going to pop on that. And then this is going to look like the sky. I think we're going to do the inside for time's sake. Okay. Let me get my Volare back on here. Oh, this one's going to be a speedy one. Speedy, speedy, speedy. Okay. We're going to do it on the inside. Plum, not orchid. Because I call it orchid myself too when I'm just like in my space. I call it orchid all the time. I think it's because for some reason it's not purpley enough to be plum for me. So I just don't see it as plum. Disha, your age has nothing to do with that experience. You could be the most experienced crocheter in the space and we don't even know it. So you don't have to put yourself down like that. Not here. We don't put ourselves down in this space. Okay? I know, speed run. Just like we did on the last one. Okay. There's that. I'm gonna go over twice because do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Great. Done. And then petals. Oh, nice, Disha. I think inside. Okay, that color combo is giving 80s vibes and I'm here for it. It is. It is. Because with the purple, it was giving Pop Tart, so it was giving 90s. But now, like the cyan and the purple was giving Pop Tart, like the wild berry Pop Tart. But it's funny, this teal and the plum is definitely giving 80s vibes. I completely agree. Oops. All right, there. Triplet crocheters. I love that, Disha. And then Memen, I think, said you were 10? 10 in crocheting? That's incredible. I love it. I feel like I'm seeing younger and younger crocheters, which is just so dope. So, so cool. I love it. I still can't believe we're almost done with the summer stash bash. I remember when we started it. Like, I feel like we just well, yeah, I remember when we started, but I mean, I feel like we just started it. I really do feel like we just started it. And like, the summer is just flying by so quickly. It's going by so fast. I feel like I've only been to the beach one time. I feel like I need to go to the beach again. I also feel like the heat wave kind of came late, which I feel like also makes it seem like the summer's going by quickly. Like it was still like pretty chilly here until like mid-June or end of June. It was still pretty chilly. I feel like it didn't warm up until the beginning of July. And so that might be why I feel like the summer's going by so quickly. Tisha, I started when I was in 5th grade. I'm in high school now. That is so nice. That is really, really cool, Disha. Yeah, my son has kids in his school that crochet. And I'm like, I'm always seeing like different crochet groups in schools, like on the news. Like there are like crochet clubs at schools because it's interesting because I feel like here, especially in the US, art classes are being taken off of the curriculum. There was way more art classes. There were way more art classes when I was a kid. And I feel like nowadays there are hardly any, which just makes me really sad. But it makes me really hopeful when I see kids and like teachers taking initiative and just making a club, and a club that a lot of kids like turn to and rely on for that social community. And it is so fun. It's so sweet. I love kids. Love, love, love kids. And kids need it. They need that community, that sense of community, sense of belonging. I feel like having an extracurricular like that that's not always a sport, because I feel like that's always going to be here, but that isn't always a sport, I feel like is really important because not everything is a competition. And having something that doesn't rely on competing with another person, I think is really important for the development in social skills, um, recognizing skill in other people, as well as having that camaraderie of just like encouraging each other to get better just because, not from the point of view of a competition or getting a trophy, like stuff like that that basically comes with sports. So I love hearing kids being like, "Oh, I'm in a club. I started a club," or "I'm in this crochet club. I'm in this knitting club. I'm in this like figure making club. I'm in this art club." Like it makes me so, so happy. So I think it's just, oh, I just think it's important. Let me hop off my soapbox. Okay. I could go on and on about that, especially with like childhood development. I could go on and on. Okay, here's where we are. Time for orchid. You're majoring in fashion and clay art. I love that. I agree. The summer took its time this year. It really did. And now it's like off. It's going away. Yeah, my son. Oh, yeah. Jenny, I picked up crochet in middle school and then someone made remarks about how I held the hooks, so I didn't pick it back up till last year. So about 30 plus years later. See, that's a bummer. Because I feel like there are folks that are commenting on other folks and how they hold their yarn and crochet too. And I don't think people realize how detrimental that could be. That's how I felt kind of like with anime. I love anime. And I loved anime when I was a teenage girl. But the types of anime that I liked wasn't what teenage boys watched. And so I was made fun of and then just stopped. And then I didn't pick it back up until like my early 20s, mid 20s, and was like, oh my gosh, I've missed so much. And like, I love this. And it like really bums me out to know that like I could have been enjoying it for so many years, but someone made some sort of remark that made me drop it. It's a bummer. I'm glad that you picked it back up, Jenny. Plum, did I say orchid again? Yay, Cassie. Oh, that's so dope, Trish. Gladys, hey Sammy, I want to make a whip basket. What yarn would you recommend? Even better if they fit the calyx. Oh. So the first Summer Stash Bash episode, check that out and grab that pattern for a scrap busting basket. You can, baskets are so fun because you can really customize them. You can make them any size you want. Use any combination of yarn. So I made one, and for the first week, was it the first or the second? It was the second week of the Summer Stash Bash, I'm sorry. Second week of the Summer Stash Bash was a scrap yarn blanket basket. And I made one using 4 skeins. So I was using 4 threads of yarn at the same time. And it came out so good. So Gladys, I would go to episode 2 of the Summer Stash Bash and check that out. Check out that pattern. I have a calyx and mine should fit in there. I think it might be a little tall, but it should fit. I made mine really tall, really, really big. But yeah, you can customize it. Yep, I completely agree, Jenny. I completely agree. Vivian, I've been crocheting since I was 12 and I'm 55. I'm the only one among my friends and family that crochet. I never had anyone to turn to for questions until I found YouTube. I'm glad that you're here in crocheting, even with a community as well, because I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. They grew up crocheting and crocheting by themselves and didn't have community. And I love that YouTube was there for you and is still here for you. And now that you're able to like be a part of a community and learn and ask questions and all the things, I love it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of my crocheting was trial and error. Like my mom taught me the basics and how to like get into it, but I continue to teach myself because I didn't have YouTube. So I just like followed patterns and written instructions on how to do things, pictures, like all of that stuff. But I didn't have YouTube to teach me how to crochet, to kind of give our new friends an idea of how old I am. I'm in my early 30s. I will be 33 in September. So YouTube came about when I was in high school. Yeah, when I was in high school. And I don't think it didn't definitely didn't start out with tutorials. It was definitely just like brain rot. Sammy, what are you gonna do with all these squares? I have some ideas, but I can't tell you yet. Can't tell you yet. Hee hee hee. It's a secret for now. But it might involve you guys. Shh. Just I don't say anything. If someone says, "What are you knitting?" I just say what I'm doing and I don't emphasize that it's crochet. Hmm. You don't want to get into the talks of it. My soapbox is that, oh, yes, 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 yes. Still a youngin'. I've been seeing a lot of young children in our local Michael's buying yarn. I love helping them choose their yarn when asked. Auntie, I love that. That is so fun. I would love that too. My mom bought me a book from Woolworth. I got Red Heart yarn and boy hooks. I think I was like picking up the little pattern. You guys remember in like Michael's and then before like when I shopped at Hobby Lobby and like Joanne, they used to have like little papers that you could rip off of a hook in the yarn section that you could take and it was a free pattern. Do you guys remember that? I like honestly miss it so much. I miss being able to do that so much. Oh gosh, I didn't even count before cutting that. Okay, yeah, I think I did everything right. I think we're good. This is where we are so far. I know the colors are great. Moving on, teal. Oh, so your mom taught you how to crochet, Trish? Sarah, I remember those, right? They were so fun. They were so fun. You have a binder filled with them, Jenny? Oh my gosh. Oh, you misplaced it. Man. Oh, I was gonna ask if you could post pictures. Monique, same with me. I started when I was 9 years old, pretty much on my own. When I came to the US, I had to learn the stitch's name. I can read patterns, so it helped. All before YouTube. Yeah, I try to remember. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I learn how to crochet before YouTube? Like, I feel like so many folks learn from YouTube now, and I'm like, what in the world? How did I And it was just a lot of trial and error. A lot of like looking at the photos, trying to replicate it, or looking at a bunch of words and trying to understand what they were saying. Yeah, it was just a lot of that. And then hoping you got it right. And Thea, love how much I've learned about crochet here on YouTube. Amazing resource. It is. Oh gosh, it's an amazing, amazing resource. And I'm so glad that so many people have learned from YouTube. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? I'm trying to weave in my ends and this is like not working. There we go. There we go. No, what is happening here? This end is like refusing to stay put. There we go. Stay put, please. Trish, no, YouTube taught me about 2 years ago. Oh, right, right, right. I forgot that you were a newer crocheter. New-ish. I just learned off of YouTube 7 months ago and I'm addicted. Kelly, I learned how to crochet chains when I was in my early teens, but could only grasp how to do anything else. Could not grasp how to do anything else. Finally, in 2005-06, I took Crochet 101 at the local Joann's, and that's how got me going. Kelly, that's so cool. Yeah, I remember when Joanne was offering classes too. Like they stopped, I think, because of the pandemic, and then just never picked it back up. I think I like teal and a little dark blue would look pretty. Teal and dark blue. I feel like it depends on the saturation of the dark blue. Because they're like kind of different families. So they might look a little, I don't know the word. I'll have to ask my husband what that word is, because I feel like sometimes I'm not using the right words. I feel like a ton of people learned all sorts of crafts in 2020. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Picking colors can be tough. Picking colors can be tough. So I am working on a free downloadable for Yarn Over Hook so that we can get a little bit of help in picking colors. The packet is going to include a color wheel that my husband designed that you guys can print out. I would suggest getting laminated and then use a marker to kind of make guides for color picking. Oh, this looks so fun. I think I like this more than the other one. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I like them. Okay, let me keep going. Um, but yeah, because my husband teaches color design. Um, and I think in games and animation. I might be misspeaking. But he teaches design, and so he has a whole color class that he gave me access to so that I can create the packet for y'all. And then he's going to proofread it and make sure that I'm not misleading y'all and giving you guys the best resource possible for choosing colors, color combos, and then I'll upload it. So I'm working on that. Right now I'm working on the crochet chart cheat sheet, and then I will like really focus and hone in on the color cheat sheet, choosing colors. All right, let me be sure that I did this one right. I didn't skip any single crochet or chains. Nope, we're all good. Oh my gosh. This one doesn't look bad at all. The white's gonna look amazing. Thank you, and husband of Sammy. Of course. Yeah, the color PDF is going well. I have Quentin's entire class. Quentin's my husband. I have his whole class and the color wheel that he designed. So it's coming. It's coming. It should be very, very simple. It's not going to be like a whole like color theory class. It's going to be very, very simple in giving you tips and tricks on how to choose color combinations. Hi, Nina. Oh, Sarah, that is so awesome. I'm glad that crochet could help you through that. Trish, I did try crocheting in 2020, but only if I had the time. But then things opened up and I put it down and didn't pick it back up until 3 years ago. Ah, see, that's what I think happened with a lot of people, which is understandable. I feel like after the pandemic ended, it was kind of like a back to life thing. And so there are so many sewing machines on like eBay and stuff that people are getting rid of. I almost bought one. So many sewing machines. It is crazy. There we go. Okay. And it happens. Life happens. But I'm glad that you came back to it, Trish. That's the important thing, that you came back to it. Yay, Lisa. Did you post a picture on Yarn Over Hook? Jenny, I worked at a Walmart Supercenter in 2020 and it was wild what people were buying. I was off for 2 days and the whole fabric department was cleaned out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there were a lot of people making masks. My niece and my cousins were making masks. Oh my gosh, friends, do you guys see this? It's gorgeous. I'm glad I went on ahead and just did it because we definitely had time. Friends, I love these like collaborative squares that we're doing. That's what they feel like collaborative squares. I love it. Love, love, love. So I hope that you guys will be excited to hear what we're gonna do with them after a bit. We're gonna have to make a few first. I want to make a few of them before we do that thing that I'm not gonna tell you because it's gonna be a surprise. Brianna, hello. You do get to see the final square. So this is actually the second square. So were you here Thursday? When we were fighting over which square to do? Not really fighting. It was camaraderie, but it was really funny. And I promised that we would do 25 today. Okay, you were here for the voting scandal. That's what I thought. That voting, that needs to be investigated. I don't know how that happened. So friends who are newer here, you have to watch the episode before this one. So what episode is this? 57? Right? 58. So you have to watch episode 57 because that one was wild, which is how we ended up with this square. Typically, I don't just have a square ready for us to do, but I promised because of what happened on Thursday, we would do this square. Oh my gosh, I was like still laughing. You guys like really made my day. That was a rough day for me. That was a rough one. But like y'all completely turned it around. I want to like go over that since we have time. I'll just frog it. Okay. We have a little bit of time. There we go. Yeah, is that right? I think it is. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's just a little there. Okay. That and that. Oh, friends, I really like this one. Oh, I really like this one. That blue and plum combo, amazing. It is amazing together. I think this was like this was a collaborative effort. I think Mars might have been the first one to be like, blue, blue, blue. But getting us to this point was definitely collaborative. But thank you for planting that seed, Mars. I know, drum roll. Oh, that's so fun, Disha. Now Trish is already ready for the drum roll. I gotta weave in the ends though. I gotta weave in the ends. Go, 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 go. You guys told me, you guys voted that a project isn't done until you weave in the ends. So now you have to wait. All right, this one. Okay, where's this one going? Where'd this one come from? I think I'll just put it this way. Vicky, I just posted my new 6-day star challenge. Have to say I was torn with the color. Ooh, I can't wait to see Vicky. I will check it in just a second. Mars, I wish ends could weave themselves in. I know. I know. Another fumbled vote. No, it wasn't a fumbled vote. It wasn't. And I have to check the poll. Oh, most people haven't tried a flower square? Oh my gosh, friends. You guys gotta try one. Even if you just do the retro daisy square, it's actually not as hard as it seems. It's not as hard as it seems at all. You're waiting until you start your third square during the live. Which live? This one? Renee, I have barely crocheted today. The dog stole my basket. I think it's a dog bed now. Oh no! Indeed, it was funny. It was funny. It was so funny. It was so funny. Okay, so friends, before we close, so the next live will be Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, so our normal time. I don't think I need to weave in those ends. And stitches next Wednesday. So don't forget to come to that. Alexis will be here and we'll be together. New friends who just joined us, thank you so much for popping in today. If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, we would love to have you. We would love to see what you're making. It is absolutely free. It's a social media for crocheters, so you can post pictures, ask questions, look for inspiration, all of the things. So we would love, love, love to have you. I have to check the poll. Whoops. I almost cut a stitch, guys. Oh my gosh. I was too excited. Okay, drum roll. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Hit the confetti, 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 confetti. You guys want to see? I don't know if you want to see. You guys want to see? I'm not sure. Do you guys want to see? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to shout out our top fans first. That was such a tease, huh? Thank you, Trish, is our #1 fan, Renee, and then Jenny. Thank you guys so much for all of your interactions today. Thank you, Trish, and thank you, Taylor, so much for your donations today. Thank you, friends. Okay, are we ready? You guys, it's like you don't even know me. Okay, so, oh, that was much better. So this was the square, right? And here's our other daisy. Friends! It is so pretty. Which one do we like most? Oh, they're different, but like, oh my gosh, they're like perfect together. Friends, what amazing pics today. Wow. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we did both. Are you kidding me? Wow. Friends. See, so that's what I meant. Like, look at the card. And like, look at these. Like, oh my gosh. Wow. These are gorgeous together. These have to stay together. Like, there's no way that these can be separated. These two have to stay together. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Really awesome pick, friends. Really awesome picks. Holy cow. I love it. I love it. Friends, it was so much fun today. So much fun. Thank you guys so much. This was amazing as always. These are so nice. I'll post a picture on Yarn Overhook so you guys can get a closer look. Thank you so much for helping me pick colors. This is not at all what I went into thinking. So thank you so much for helping pick colors. Please don't forget to like the live if you enjoyed it. Thank you again, Trish and Taylor, for your donations. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody for your continued support. This is fun letting us pick the colors. I love it. Remember, this isn't a me and you kind of situation. It's us. Community. Yarn Overhook. Okay? I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great... Oh, poll. Oh. We need to be crocheting more flower squares. Most people haven't tried. Okay, and now I think that that's it. I had so much fun with y'all. You guys are amazing. Trish, I'm so glad that you were here today. Again, I'm really sorry, but I'm so glad that this could bring you up a little bit. Friends, have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Tuesday. So far away, but I'll see you Tuesday. Bye, friends. Bye. Bye.